Welcome back to Unpopular People.
We believe that listening and learning from each other is key for personal development and success.
That's why we have in our interview today Letizia Vitali.
Letizia is an interesting girl from Italy. She studies biotechnology in Bologna.
She also used to live in Germany and study there and work there, and that's how she met Elisa.
While we were recording this interview, she had to stay in quarantine with her family in a small city in the countryside of Italy.
She gave us an interesting insight about her studies and the work that she's doing.
Letizia's passion is music. She plays the guitar and she has an amazing voice. She shares more about this in the upcoming interview.
If you want to find out more about Unpopular People, please visit our website www.unpopularpeople.com. You can also find our services there and you can subscribe to our newsletter to stay updated.
And of course, you will find the show notes to this episode. Have fun and enjoy the interview with Letizia.
All right. Hi, Letizia. Thank you very much for your time.
Hi.
We're really happy to have you in our podcast and to have this interview with you today. We are really curious what will be the outcome. So we just start with the first question. And this is always the same for our guests.
Okay.
And the first question is, where were you born and how did you grow up?
Oh, wow. Okay. I was born next to Turin in Italy, in the north of Italy, and I grew up in the I grew up in the countryside, and I spent most of my time here in my small town called Pinorollo. That it's when I was young. I was not so happy to live here because I preferred the big city. But now, after some experience in some other places, now I'm able to appreciate also my small town. It's calm, the people here. I've studied in my high school. During the high school, I've studied literature, Latin, English, and also German. And German language and German literature. And then I studied in Turin biotechnology. After my bachelor, I decided I was not really satisfied of myself. I was a bit insecure about my intelligence and what I was doing, if I was good at it or not. And so I decided to go to Germany to have an internship in a company, and this was my first. It was my first job experience because I've always been a student, and this was funny, interesting, and scaring because I was very tired every day. And in Germany, I moved to Germany when it was January, and it was always dark. And I couldn't see the sun. It was a bit scary for me, and I say, oh God, I can't do this. But then I fortunately met Elisa, and the sun started to come out, and then I was able to appreciate Heidelberg very much, because what I love of Heidelberg is its history and the nature. Also the nature, because I grew up in the countryside, so I love to see trees and green all around me. And Heidelberg, it's perfect, and there's the Neckar, the river, and that was great. Finally, thanks to this experience in Heidelberg, I was able also to choose my master. My master, that is pharmaceutical biotechnology, in a city that is awesome, that is Bologna. Bologna is in the center of Italy, and the master is great. The city is more than great, and thanks to the experience in Heidelberg, I think that I became an adult, No, it's fine. It's great to be in Bologna, to live in Bologna, to study in Bologna, because the master is very interesting. Also, my school, I don't know the name. My colleagues in the university are very nice people. They are very kind. They are all willing to help. And in Turin, during my bachelor, the students were not so kind. They were all very selfish, and they sell their notes about the lectures. But in Bologna, everyone just give you, take it. Don't worry, it's for you. With money. In Turin, you need money to buy notes. And now I'm here. I'm in my hometown, Pinorollo, because I'm in quarantine. Yes.
Yes, thank you for the summary of everything what you have done so far. It was very interesting to hear this, but I want to go back a little bit earlier in your life. So how was your childhood like? Do you have siblings, and how did you grow up in Pinorollo? What do you remember from the time when you were a child?
Yes, I do. My childhood was quite a happy time. I have siblings. Yes, I have a brother that is 19 years old, and a sister. She's younger. She's 11 years old. I was very lucky because during my childhood I spent most of my time with my grandparents, and they are still all alive, all four, and I'm really lucky. And I'm really grateful to them because they made me play a lot. A couple of my grandparents, the parents of my mom, they have like a huge park outside of their house. So my cousins and I used to spend all the time like playing hide and seek between the trees, and I don't know, we had lots of contact with nature. We invent new games, and it was very calm. It was beautiful. Also with my other parents, we used to do lots of bricolage. We paint a lot. We do lots of creative stuff, especially with my grandpa. While with my grandma, we used to cook a lot because the mother of my father, the parents of my father are from the south of Italy, so they are, really sweet, really outgoing, and of course my grandma is a great cook. She's amazing, and she knows perfectly all the Italian recipes, and she taught me, but also to all my cousins, how to do the egg pastry, to do tagliatelle, how to do the bolognese ragu. So it was a nice time, and I was also very lucky because my school, my primary school and my middle school were and still are really close to my house, and so every day I just walked to the school, and all my friends used to live all around here, so we just go to a house to another on foot or by bike. So it was kind of getting bigger because my primary school and my middle school were actually in my district of my town, in my city quarter. But when I go to the high school, I started to take the bus, and I was feeling like, oh, I'm older. I'm like I'm cooler. I can take the bus, and so like this.
All right. And can you let us know again the subjects that you studied? You said a bachelor. You did a bachelor and then you did the master. Or you're still doing the master? And can you tell us the subjects again? Because it sounded to me like they were like two different things.
Okay.
And can you tell us why you chose this subject?
Okay. My bachelor was in biotechnology. And my master is in pharmaceutical biotechnology. So it's a master of my bachelor. The subjects were like molecular biology, genetics, virology, and stuff like that. I chose this bachelor because I didn't want to become a doctor. Because what I want to do is to do research. I love the research. I love the thinking part behind behind what a doctor does. It's how you think to cure people, how to develop like a pharmaceutical compound, how to develop therapies, but also discover how a disease works, how cancer works, which are the molecular targets that are involved in all different disease. And this is really fascinating to me. Also, how a virus works. And what I love is that it's a bit tough. It's tough to study all this stuff because it's not so easy, but it's so interesting that I'm really keen on this. And even if it's tough, I love it and it's okay.
Yeah, cool. And why did you choose to go to a foreign country during your study? So you told us that you did this internship in Heidelberg when we met. And why did you choose to go to Germany and to Heidelberg? What was the reason for this?
Actually, I had a contact. I knew the chef, the boss of this research center, and she is a friend of my mom. And so, I mean, I chose Germany because I can speak German. I really love the German culture, literature, language. So that was for me a really good chance to improve myself. And this research center was actually really cool. It was a really cool place because it's a research center of a famous company, of a famous pharmaceutical company. So it was really, I was feeling that I was part of something bigger, that I was really helping the research just to improve a pharmaceutical compound because I was testing them. So I was part of something bigger that made me feel like important, even if I was the last person of this pipeline. And yeah, so I had this contact. I saw the pictures of Heidelberg, and I was really excited because, oh wow, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, this city, because I thought it would be gray and dark without trees, with big buildings. And no, it's so cool. It's so calm with those historical houses. And so that fascinated me. I was really interested in the work of this research center, and it was also, okay, this is also a good chance for me to start to talk German again, because when I was in high school, I had studied German for 5 years, and I got also a language certificate. I could speak quite fluently, but with the university, my German went down. So, okay, this could be a good chance also to take German back to me and to train it. So that's why also I I chose Heidelberg and Germany in general.
What I'm interested in is maybe you could tell us what is your motivation, especially if you study something as difficult as what you do, and like how do you find your motivation? What advice could you give others if they are struggling with their studies?
Well, the suggestion is try to understand if you love what you're doing. Because if you love what you're doing, then it's easier. And especially try to understand what you're studying. Because many people just study to repeat it, to get a good mark. But if you study to understand, then it's better, because afterwards you will remember that stuff, and you will be able to understand maybe difficult papers, difficult articles, difficult studies. So what I think it's useful is just to understand, just study, not to study to understand, and then surround yourself with people that are like you, that want to understand too, because that was fundamental for me during my master, because during my bachelor I wasn't able to find people like this, but during my master I was surrounded by people that want to understand, that gives you that people that give you good advices, that give you maybe, this is a good article, just read it, I think it would be useful for you. People that want to help, and it's very good if you help too. Just don't be scared to have question. It's normal to have question, to be not sure about something that you're studying. So just try to understand, try to focus, try to ask question, and ask those questions to your friends, to the people that you are surrounded by, and that are also happy to help, and maybe they think also like you, so maybe they asked themselves the same questions, or together we can think about this and find a solution, find an article, find something on the internet, on the net that is useful for this, question, and also find people, and also I think it's important not to be scared to say that you're sad. I mean, it's normal to have like breakdown, and don't be ashamed to show them, because if you can show that you're sad, that you're having a breakdown, that you're a bit scared, you're not confident enough in your about your intelligence, about your thoughts, just share them. Because if you find someone that is a good friend to share also your emotion, then it's easier. Because maybe if I have a breakdown, maybe my friend is okay, has an up mood, a very good mood. Maybe my friend is in a good mood, and she or he can bring me up. Say, no, come on, you're good, you can do it. But maybe the day after is that just it's your friend that has a breakdown, but now you're okay, you're feeling confident, and you can help her or him. And this was, I think this is really important to get through studies, university, and also to keep your mood up and to be motivated in what you're studying.
So thank you very much. I think it was very wise what you told us, and it was very inspirational, and my thoughts became really focused on what you said and what you was telling to us. It was very great. Thank you for this. And when you think to the people who surround you, so the inspiration you said, so what is or who is an inspiration for you? You said you have good friends that help you when you have like a time when the motivation is gone sometimes, but do you have something in your life that is very inspirational for you? I don't know, maybe something from the past, like a film character or a book or a person you met in your real life? Is there someone who you look up to?
Oh, well, I have I think three people that are inspirational for me. It's funny because they are all women. And they were all teachers of mine. Like the first one, that is a person that I really look at, and she's very inspiring. Was my teacher of my middle school. She was really young, very young. When I was 12 years old, she was 30. We were her first class, and she was my literature teacher, and she was great, so intelligent, so focused, so she was so brilliant. And actually we were able to create a really good friend relationship, and we are still friends now, and sometimes I call her, we suggest each other books, and she's really inspiring because she is so intelligent, she is so sensitive and wise, and also when I was in my high school during my last year, we do our I don't know the English name, the Abitur. We call it diploma.
A-level.
Okay, and we had to do a small thesis, an essay about an issue. My issue was an anthropologic issue, and this teacher of my middle school helped me. She invited me to by her place, and I was in her living room with lots of books, and she helped me to write down, saying, no, it's okay, it's fine, oh, this is interesting, keep it, no, this isn't. She's a really inspiring woman right now, and now she managed to be a university professor in the University of Torino, and she's also the judge of a really prestigious literature prize, the most prestigious literature prize in Italy. It is so-called Premio Campiello, and she's the judge, and she was my teacher, and I can call her up and say, hey, how are you? And I feel so lucky and so grateful because she taught me how to study, how to be passionate to something. The other woman was my tutor in my bachelor of my laboratory experience during my bachelor in Turin. Her name, the name of my school teacher is Chiara, and the name of my university tutor is Arianna, and also she's a really brilliant scientist, and she told me also that failing is okay. I mean, if you fail, don't worry. You're here to learn. Just don't worry. And we still share our experience. I talked to her when I came back from Germany, because also she went to England. She was younger, and we had also kind of the same experience. We had the same emotions, so it was very nice to share this stuff and understand that we were kind of alike. We were similar, and she's really brilliant. She's very young also, and I love those young, brilliant women that can keep your interest up to all these about the subjects. I mean, my school teacher was about literature and history and maybe geography, and Arianna instead is all about science. And the last person, it was my boss in Germany. Her name was Anya, and she was quite similar to Arianna. Also, every time I was failing, she was, Letizia, don't worry, it's okay. Because, I mean, in Germany, I was in a company. I was I was doing my job. I was paid for do that stuff. So I feel also a bit ashamed every time I was failing. Say, oh wow, no, maybe I'm not good enough. And she was like really calmer. She was also a great supporter. And what she told me, that was the best thing, the best advice that she gave me was, there aren't stupid questions. Because I had lots of questions, and sometimes maybe people are ashamed to ask a question and say, and every time I was maybe in the laboratory and I asked her, oh, Anya, sorry, I have a stupid question. Stupid question don't exist. Don't worry. And it was so comfortable for me to hear this, say, oh, thank you. And she was also really brilliant. She is also really brilliant scientist. And she, I don't know, I loved her because even if she was so busy all the time, because she was like one of the boss around here, she always found the time to come to me and say, okay, yes, show me your data. And also she was like supporter, but also that kind of person that says to you, good job when it's the right time to tell you good job. Because and actually she was also a really good friend of mine. Sometimes I in Heidelberg I used to wait for her in Bismarckplatz and maybe we went out to have an ice cream together and we just talk. We had like also bike trips around the river, and she's also a really inspirational woman because she's also studying what I'm studying, and yeah, she gave me also the strength to go on to say, you're good enough for this job. Yeah, do that. Don't be scared. Do that. So these three women are my inspiration women.
That's great to hear. And it's also good to know, that makes us very confident that there are no stupid questions. So I will ask the next question. And it's, I want to know, what do your parents do? What are their professions? So where does it come from that you wanted to go this way, that you're going now? Like you get inspiration from other people and you have like your own passion, but sometimes you can look back at your parents and see what they have done. So I'm interested in this too.
Mm-hmm. So okay, my father, he's like a bank director, and he's a really funny guy. He didn't study at university, but he's really smart and he wants to learn, and he's very practical. And while my mom, she studied a lot. She studied chemistry in the university, and she has also a PhD, so she's a scientist too. But and she found a company that builds fuel cell, hydrogen fuel cell. So quite innovational, but it's cool. And when I study, I think about my mom, especially because she studied a lot. She's really intelligent, and she pushed me a lot also to improve myself, and say especially when maybe during my bachelor I got distracted from other stuff. I say no, focus. Her motto is nothing's for free. So you have to struggle, you have to work, you have to study. So, and also you have to go to your chances. Chances don't go to you. You have to go. You have to create your own chances. So don't be scared. Just don't be scared. just go, just try, just believe in yourself. And she's really motivational in this. I mean, she also pushed me to go to Germany because it was kind of my idea, and she said, yeah, it's good, just go. And she helped me to write my CV, to write the application, and she say, yeah, don't be scared, don't be ashamed to show how you are, which are your qualities. I mean, this is your quality. I mean, it's useful, and it's beautiful to have a parent that believes in you so much. Also, my parents, my mom and my father, of course, both of them believe in me. But when you have a parent like your mother that has a path that is quite similar to your path, so like studies, like university and stuff, it's so nice that to have a person that believes in you, that pushes you in the right way, and also knows how the word that you want to be in works. Because maybe sometimes you have a mother or a father that is really keen on something, but maybe it's not the area you're interested in. But in this case, the area is like the same, and she knows how it works. So she knows how you should write down a CV. But of course, a scientific CV is completely different from a creative CV, the CV of a designer. But I am a scientist, she's a scientist, so we can match. I think.
Yeah, great. And I think it's so important to have this support from somebody that pushes you and that helps you, that you can develop further to this what and how you want to be. So it's very great. I'm grateful for you that you have this person, your mother in your life, who doing and pushing you. It's so nice to hear this. And another question is, we both, Ben and me, we know that you have also another passion besides your study. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about your passion. What are you doing private? And maybe this is something, I don't know, that gives you that gives you freedom, and this what supports you, that you have the power to study again. What is your passion?
My main passion is music. This passion started actually when I was really young, because both my parents play instruments. Actually, my mom can play the piano really well, but she doesn't play that much. Actually, we have a piano at home, but she doesn't play. But she sings very well, and she studied music a lot. So she has a really good idea and perfect idea of the tempo, of the intonation of the tune and stuff. While my father is really creative. He can play the guitar, and he can play also the piano, but also just by ear. He plays the piano by ear, and it's okay, it's fun. And so my father taught me how to play the guitar, because he has like a coach attitude in general, and I think that his coach attitude in playing the guitar was the best one, because he taught me not only how to play the guitar, but how to love the guitar. So when I was just 9 years old, he gave me a very small guitar, but a real one, not a toy guitar, a real guitar, and he asked me, okay, what's a song do you like? And I remember the first song I tried to learn was the soundtrack of the TV series OC, Orange Country. That was California.
Yeah, we know this one now.
Yes, that was the song. And so he told me how to play it. And even if I was really slow, I could sing on it. And it was great. I said, yes, I can use an instrument. It's beautiful. And so growing up, I always played the guitar. I started to bring the guitar to the Boy Scout activities, so I played with my scoutmasters, and I played also in the high school bands and stuff, and was really great during the parties. And yeah, there was a really important part, the high school, for this passion. But
can you still sing the song? Do you still know the whole lyrics of the California song? Can you sing it for us?
No, because I was really young. I mean, when I was a kid, it was just like, the kind of no. It was, I wasn't able to. I didn't know the lyrics when I was 9, and now I know other lyrics, of course, but not California. I'm sorry. And yeah, but. Sorry. But at the end of the high school, I sing and play in lots of school bands, but they made me sing like AC/DC. I say, come on, I don't have the voice to sing AC/DC or really hard rock, Led Zeppelin. And so I decided to open a YouTube channel when I play and sing. Especially cover songs, and this
Can you
YouTube
tell us
channel,
the name of the YouTube channel?
It's Letizia Vitali. It's my name, actually. It's just my name. And and this YouTube channel started also to grow. The number of subscribers started to grow, and people started also to know me, to know who I was, and they called me to do concerts. So especially during the 2016, I started to do concerts around my area, so my small town, but also in Turin, and they made me open bigger concerts. Also, I was playing especially cover songs, but also I started to write down my own songs, and it was a bit strange actually, because this was it was a big passion. The music, it is also right now a big passion, but I wasn't able to manage that much, because I had people were starting to know me. Also, people all around Italy started to add me on Facebook, and in fact on Facebook I have like 2,000 friends, and maybe 1,000 I don't know who they are, because they add me just because they saw me on YouTube. Sometimes I talk with them, and I met them. Actually, I met a lot of them, because I met a lot of them in Turin, in Bologna, because music in Italy, I don't know if it's also like this in Germany, but if you go to the same concerts, if you like the same music, it's like you are a big family. It's like to be in a big family. And even if you don't know each other physically, you just text to each other, you say, how are you? And maybe some of them just call me and say, hey, how are you? How are you spending your quarantine? And it's really nice. But the problem was that I started to be known for the music when I was studying in my bachelor, and I was struggling a bit, because my bachelor wasn't going that good. My marks were not that high. I was not really interested in what I was studying, and so music was like music saved me, but also distracted me. So I was really in the middle of two things: study and music. And my family at the beginning wanted me to study. No, don't play. Playing is a distraction. And it wasn't easy. But then I found like a study method, so I began to get high marks. I started to be interested in what I was studying, and also my parents saw me in concerts and they understand, oh, cool. Because like once I had a concert in my town, Pinorollo, and there were like 200 people watching me. And another time I opened a really big concert in Milan, in one of the biggest, it's not like a stadium, it's like a sport building, but huge. When you like, it's so called Mediolanum Forum, you know, when you can see them Muse or Cure, or you can see basketball matches. And I opened that concert of a band that I loved. And they called me, say, Letizia, do you want to play before us? I say, what? Cool. And yeah, and that was great. And I also had the chance to meet this band that I loved, but also met lots of other music players, music artists. And I was like, you know, a young girl screaming, fun girl screaming.
Cool. Very interesting.
So this is what music is for me.
Very nice. Yeah, and so you love music. You love to research and to work on this academic field. And so what are you doing now? And what are your plans for the future? I mean, especially now because there's a different situation. The world is in a crisis at the moment. So, yeah, I mean, but what are you doing now? And what are your plans for the future?
Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm cleaning my house. I'm doing the ironing and... No, just kidding. I'm actually doing the ironing, but what I'm doing now, I read lots of studies, scientific studies about the coronavirus. So I don't know, I just, right now I'm disrupting fake news. Okay, so lots of friends of mine send me videos or newspaper articles, and they ask me, okay, Letizia, what do you think about it? And say, okay, no, this is fake, this is good, this is fake, this is good. Or maybe someone has just questioned. They just want to know, okay, Letizia, how does coronavirus work? Can you explain this to me? And so I explain, because I love to get informed about this issue, because I'm able to understand those difficult studies, and I think it's okay. It's right to help people to understand too, and to be willing to them to answer to questions. And so this is what I'm doing now, and also I'm also like reading studies for my future internship, because my plans for the future are to come back to Bologna, hopefully, and start my internship for my thesis, because I have also to write a thesis that is we call it experimental thesis. So your thesis is about your research. You have to do your own experiments, and your own experiments have to support a thesis that you're writing. And then I'm going hopefully to present this thesis the next year on March. And I will do my internship will be about it's so-called immune therapy. So how the immune system works during a cancer. So actually I'm studying leukemia. So I'm studying like how immune system is involved in leukemia therapy. And I'm really interested in, because I love immune system. I love it. It's so interesting. And so, yeah, my internship will be about it. And now I'm keeping in touch also with a professor that is in my area, so not in Bologna, but in Turin, in a very prestigious center, Cancer Research Center, and that he's doing also immune therapy. And so I hope when I'll be done with my thesis and my master in Bologna to come back in Turin and hopefully to work for this professor that he does amazing stuff with immune system. So he can direct your immune system against the cancer cells, and it's really cool. And yeah, these are my plans.
So it seems that you have many tasks to handle, and because you do the music, you study, so you do many things at one time. Do you have a recommendation for people who dealing with the same or similar situation, who have to handle many things at the same time, how to do this? Do you have a secret recipe how you're doing this?
My recipe is really stupid. Actually, I just write down to-do list. My notes on my phone are just to-do list. I actually write my to-do list before I go to sleep. When I'm in my bed, I just grab my phone and I write down. Say, okay, what I will do tomorrow. I have to do this. It's just I schedule a lot. For me, it is the only way to get through all these tasks, and also to keep an eye on the time. So what time is it? Because I don't want to waste my time. I mean, sometimes I'm just tired. I just want to lay on my bed. I just want to look Facebook, and it's fine. But I hate maybe when I just lay down on my bed and then 3 hours passes. Say no. And so I schedule a lot, and sometimes I just try, and I try to understand what I want to do. Say what I want to do, because maybe sometimes I feel that I have to do. I must do something, but sometimes I say no. Maybe I must, but maybe I don't want. So sometimes I just try to focus and understand what I want. And I follow what I want, not what I have to do.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for all your words and for this beautiful conversation we're having today. So we also, I think, get to our last couple of questions now. And we are here with Unpopular People. That's the name of our podcast and our brand. And we want to ask you, because you played on big stages already, so you know how it is to be famous. I'm not just joking. So you played on big stages, and let's just imagine you play in front of millions of people, and you are known in the whole world. And you find a cure for cancer, and the whole world knows you. So you have such a big influence on things. So you're not an unpopular person anymore. So you're a really, really popular person. What if you would do anything different? What would you do different if this becomes reality?
Oh well, I don't know actually. So maybe, don't know. Give a lot of money to research, to people that need it, I guess, because I don't know. I mean, like right now in this moment for this coronavirus in Italy, we have problems. We have problems for our sanitary system, and lots of problems are because the government did not give enough money to the hospitals, to research centers. So maybe if I will be famous, probably I will give some money to research centers. Say, yeah, bring it, use it, just do. And I don't know, actually, I never thought about this. And but maybe I will do this.
Thank you very much. I don't know about your plans, your private plans for children, but imagine you will have children one day, or even a school. And in the school, or to your children, both is possible and just in your mind. You could teach the children something you cannot learn in the normal school. What subjects would you choose for your school? Or what is it what you want to teach the young people, that what is important in life?
Children, not teenagers, children. Okay, I think I would teach children how to be like emotional. I mean, that it's fine to show emotions. I think I will teach this, especially to male kids. Or I mean, I really would like to break stereotypes about the emotions. So it's okay. Maybe I would like to teach children how to recognize emotions. So you're happy. Do you recognize that you're happy? Why are you happy? Or are you feeling comfortable? No, I'm not. Say why. Why are you not feeling comfortable? What makes you sad or uncomfortable? Because sometimes you just grow up and you feel strange and you can't recognize what are you feeling and why. And so I think it would be really important for children to teach them how to recognize emotions and the reasons of these emotions.
Yeah, great. I think this is something many kids need to learn. And where can people find out more about your work, or maybe your music? You already told us the name of your YouTube channel, but is there any place where we can find out more about your work, what you're doing, like the research you have done, or is maybe your thesis or any of your thesis or any of your work? Is it online? Can we find it online somewhere? Is it public?
I mean, what is public are mostly music stuff. I mean, there are maybe interviews or stuff like that. I mean, if you type Letizia Vitali, it's like my YouTube videos and interviews basically. But if people want, I have my Facebook profile where lately I've been sharing scientific articles. I mean, scientific articles like difficult scientific articles, but also reports, easy reports about scientific stuff that are easy for everyone, or videos that are maybe in English. And also what I use a lot is Instagram. I mean, on Instagram I share a lot about myself. I mean, normal stuff, but also music or scientific stuff. But Instagram is like a big pot where everything is in it. Sometimes I share house tips, like how to clean your cups, you know how to clean. Sometimes sometimes cups are dirty of the tea, because tea makes cups brown and not so nice to see. And if you use I don't know the English name, baking soda. No, it's not a baking soda, but never mind, cut it. And I looked for it just a moment. There are very different stuff. I mean, house tips, but also new words. I love sharing new words because lately I'm reading a lot, and when I find a new word, I look for it on the internet, on the dictionary, and I write down the meaning. And it's cool because sometimes just watching watching my stories, sometimes you can learn new words. Or I love also to talk with people and I love when people answer to my question. Like during these bad times, I asked people, what are you feeling lucky for right now? And it was beautiful because people started to share why they were happy for. Say, I have a very nice family, maybe I'm not with my family, but I have really nice flatmates. I have a nice house. I have a garden. I can read. I can save money. So I love using my Instagram profile to keep people together, to create new interaction, and also share scientific information too. Maybe someone has question and I answer, and I share the answers too, because it could be useful for someone. And my Instagram profile is so-called Vitali L, so ELLE, Vitali L. Yeah. And this is a way, it's where I share a lot of myself there.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you that you shared your time with us today. The interview was very amazing. We really loved it. And we wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you.
And because this is what we want, listening and learning from each other, sharing the life stories from persons like you. And we wish you all the best, like I said. So from my side, goodbye, enjoy your day, and love what you do.
Thank you very much also from my side. And if you have any final words for our guests, then it's now the time for it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this interview. And I think it's great what you're doing, because I love your motto, the fact that everyone has a story to tell, everyone has different thoughts about different issues, and we can get it's beautiful. It's beautiful what you're doing. So thank you very much for thank you, because also you pushed me also to think about things I never thought about. So it's cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye. Stay safe.
Thank you for listening to this interesting interview with Letizia. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want to find out more about us, please visit our website www.unpopularpeople.com.
On our website, you find the show notes to this episode, and if you have questions, please send us a message at info@unpopularpeople.com.